What's up, people of YouTube? This is Troll here, bringing you guys another video to the channel, and today we're going to be talking about Modern Warfare. There are a couple things I want to discuss, and there was a live stream from Infinity Ward that discussed a few different things, and I just kind of want to express my opinion on these and kind of give you guys some news on this. This news is going to be coming about a day late, but I still want to discuss it and talk about it and just kind of get it out there. So first thing that I would like to discuss is going to be the new blueprint or variant system within Modern Warfare. And yes, you heard that right. I did say variant. Now, the live stream, they had explained that there will be certain blueprints that they put into the game that have attachments with a different look to them that you can only get, at least as of right now, from their versions of a gun that they put in the game. So there's this 720, 725, I don't know what kind of shotgun it is. There's this over-under shotgun that's already in the game that we've seen before in 2v2 in the beta. This gun has a modification with a suppressor. It looks like electrical tape on the barrel, this woodland style camo, a holographic sight, and it's a short-barreled weapon. It's sawed off. And this apparently, these attachments on here are already attachments that are in the game, but the attachments themselves are modified to look a certain way per Infinity Ward's decision. And it goes onto its own blueprint, and then they put that in the game for people. This sounds like a really cool concept. This does sound a lot like the Modern Warfare, customization concept that they had in MWR. But the problem is this opens the door to so many other things in regards to supply drops. Because what I'm really worried is going to happen is the fact that they're going to take these, as well as new guns, but they're going to take these blueprints, they're going to add these different looking attachments for this blueprint that are going to affect the stats of the gun, and then they're going to put it in a supply drop. And I think that over time, they're going to be getting attachments that aren't already in the game, or different versions of attachments that aren't already in the game, whether it's a different type of a barrel or a different type of muzzle flash or sight or whatever that affects the stats of the gun differently. And they're going to put those on certain weapons because when you get a blueprint, you can take the attachment off of that blueprint and put it on another weapon, as long as you have the blueprint that has that attachment on it. So from what it looks like to me, is they're not going to just straight up add a attachment to the game or a variant of an attachment to the game to have stat changing statistics. It looks like they're going to keep adding attachments to blueprints of already existing weapons in the game, and then they're going to let you do whatever you want with those attachments, which on a base level, it sounds cool. I like the idea of the customization, but Call of Duty's got a bad track record. And I don't want to push the blame on Infinity Ward. I don't want to push the blame on any of the developers, as much as I want to state that Activision love money. Activision loves money so much that they're willing to hurt their player base another year. They're willing to price gouge us. They're willing to push us away just to make an extra buck. So if you're worried about these being in supply drops, just go ahead and start telling yourself now that they're going to be there, because 95% sure that some variation of this will end up in the supply drop system. And it has me very nervous, and I don't know how to feel about it. Now, moving on to the next topic here, I want to discuss the new mode that's going to be coming to the beta this weekend. So we're going to be getting access to the 32v32 mode, which I hear that there's a bigger mode than that. I don't think it'll be in the beta, but I think there's supposed to be a 50v50 mode at some point. But we're going to be playing on the Quarry map, which they say is a ginormous map, by the way. And it allows you to spawn on players, vehicles, capture points, things like that. Very similar to Battlefield. Now, just in case you were worried or had any questions, the map Quarry is not actually the map Quarry from Modern Warfare 2. It's just they have the same name, and they have some similarities in terms of what's on the map, but they're not at all the same map. So, no, that's not a thing. But the ability to spawn on teammates, the ability to spawn on points in vehicles is really interesting to me, and I think that it's going to make the game play faster in these big modes since they have to have bigger maps. So I'm definitely interested to see how this works, and I'm looking forward to it. The other thing is they did list the types of mechanics in vehicles that are on this giant war mode, I guess you can say, and there's going to be some sort of a roaming APC tank thing that you can spawn in on. It doesn't look like it's something that you can like control outside of the APC turret, from what I understood. There's also a helicopter that you can use to fly around the map, and you can jump out of this helicopter and wingsuit and parachute down to the ground. They also stated that you can go really high up on certain parts of the maps, and you can jump off and wingsuit down to a lower location. And to me, when all of these things were being said, it all sounded like it was a battle royale, or very, very similar to a battle royale. So I'm definitely expecting there to be some form of a battle royale coming later in the year. I do not think it'll launch with the game, but I'm thinking that we're probably going to see a battle royale made by Raven Software come sometime in December or January, somewhere in there. Maybe even February, worst case scenario. That would be my prediction, and I feel like it's going to have a lot of these mechanics that are already being made on the Infinity Ward side of things. So that's basically everything that I got from the live stream and all of the news that's been going around. The last thing that I want to talk about in regards to the beta is the fact that this weekend is the cross-play beta. So if you play on PC, you play on Xbox, PS4, whatever the case is, we can all play together now, and you can actually select if you want to play with PC versus Xbox, or Xbox versus PS4, or you can just do you can do all of them at once. It's whatever you want to do, and I'm really happy to see that they're adding those options in, because even though I don't think there's going to be a high player base on PC, I feel like it's going to add a lot of tension in the community if you're able to just click play and you're thrown into a lobby with a mixture of everything, and you start getting melted by one particular player. You're going to instantly think, okay, this person's using a mouse and keyboard on PC. I feel like that's going to be a problem. So I'm glad that they're adding this option, and I personally will be running as only playing on against Xbox and PlayStation. That'll just be the way that I choose to do things. But, you know, maybe you guys want to play against PC players. That's completely up to you. And I actually forgot one last thing that I wanted to mention here. It's the fact that they are removing the PlayStation exclusivity for the maps and content. So it looks like the maps and all of that content is going to be releasing at the same exact time across all consoles, PC, Xbox, and PlayStation. And to me, this is great news. I think that the exclusivity thing is outdated, it's old, it's not important anymore, and we really should not continue to support that. And I hope that as gamers, as a community, and these companies, I hope they start to move away from that. Now, there is still one thing that they weren't real clear about that I have questions about. They stated that there's going to be a day one advantage, though, for PlayStation, because PlayStation still has the deal with Activision, so they're still going to be getting some sort of a special treatment or something early at some shape, way, or form. It's just not going to be the maps. Now, this day one advantage, I'm not really sure what this is going to be. I kind of thought about it. I watched some videos. I looked online. And there's only two things that I can think about it being. One, you're either going to be able to get the game early by a day, which if that's the case, I mean, I don't really think that's a big deal. It's a little bit of an advantage because players on other consoles aren't going to be able to get the game at the same time, which means when they play, they're going to be behind in levels and attachments. There's going to be some people who have already prestiged by that point. But I don't really see them doing that. I think that more than likely we're going to see that you get double XP the first day that the game comes out for PlayStation. And again, this is going to be an advantage thing. It's going to be kind of a similar like process. You're going to see a lot of people who are prestige. You're going to see people with a lot higher weapons than people on Xbox and PC. But to me, it's only going to really matter the first few days. And I don't think it'll be a huge issue. So that's kind of what I'm thinking is going to be happening with this game. Anyways, guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. If it was informative, if it was useful, please remember to hit the like button. I'm on the road to 1,000 subs. I'd appreciate it if you would subscribe to the channel, and deuces.